have the, hello, welcome to part 2 of my video, me and Benjo's tarot card video. So anyway, I was just in the middle of saying that I think it's really cool that we have this Six of Pentacles on one wing of the crow and this Hanged Man on the other. I think both are very strong cards. Even though they're not page knight, queen, or king, I think these are extremely strong cards. And so it's very interesting that we kind of have them on both sides of the wings there. And as you see, their wings are spread out, so I guess a lot of dynamic, maybe with this work thing and responsibilities thing, low emotional IQ dilemma, feeling overburdened dilemma. We've got a lot of creative and unique ways of going about addressing and solving those problems and issues, right? Hanged Man 12 is water. So that's very interesting. Okay, so our outcome, future, King of Cups. Oh, isn't this just great? And being the King of Cups, of course, you see the moon here. Heightened emotional security, stability, maturity. We've got the cup overflowing, which could indicate fulfillment. We have connection to our solar aspects and lunar aspects. We're able to translate our lunar aspects to the community and outside the home in a very healthy way. We have a little sailboat there, which is travel, which is the fire element. So a lot of emotional maturity, stability, discipline to be able to deal with ideas in spirituality and travel in a very healthy way. Oh, and we got this little fish here. So maybe talks of love. This maybe the Page of Cups upright. So far, we have energy, a non-permanent energy that's taken a hold of our heart energy. And I would say it's kind of a lazy one. I don't mean to, I don't want to cast judgment on anybody, or, but I think this, what's taken a hold of our heart energy is probably somebody who wants to seem like they're all pentacles. They're very business, work, job oriented, when they're probably not. Why it is they're like that doesn't really seem to be too emphasized in this deck, but for some reason that's affecting us. Just gonna read it one more time again. And so sometimes I guess somebody who is lazy and pretentious. I think this card reversed emphasizes if you put off the smaller tasks, it's going to be a really big burden later. You know, I think sometimes in life, it may seem like you're stuck in a rut, but it could be that, you know, you're just figuring things out, and maybe those things that you're figuring out seem like they're small tasks. I don't mean a small task like you're at your job and you're 9 to 5 or whatever, but I just mean like, one second. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so as far as this non-permanent energy that's taken a hold of our heart energy, is lazy, even though at first glance that might not be what's projected. And as I was explaining, I think that's different than you know, being stuck in a rut, especially when we have this, what's holding us back is this Page of Cups here, reversed, which is inability to accomplish tasks and responsibilities, endeavors, not because of lack of resources or something like that, but probably because of low emotional IQ and stuff like that. So this has a lot to do with our heart energy today in this Cancer crab season for some reason. So yeah, I just wanted to emphasize that I think that's very different than somebody who's you know, trying to figure something out, maybe feels like they're missing something. There's just something that's not there, doesn't quite align, you know, stuff like that. Something that's very different than if you look back on your life and you say, well, you know, I don't regret that because of this, this, and this. You know, stuff like that. But other than this kind of pretentious, lazy person, we have a lot of strong energy, which is really good. I guess I'll just go ahead and show y'all. Here we go. We have the past, uninvited energy, hopes and fears, outcome, grounding energy. So yeah, we have this heart energy, which is dreams, feelings. So I think somebody who, instead of accomplishing things through dedication, hard work, and discipline, they've probably had the appearance of accomplishing things through maybe emotional manipulation or even putting the blame on other people, right? Because usually you don't want to put the blame on, like, if you know you put the blame on somebody else, then you know they have to deal with that, right? So usually that's trying to be avoided, like you don't want to do that, right? Especially when it comes to the water and the love and feelings aspects of all this. So even though we have that energy going on, we got a lot of strong energy. Those are the only 2 bad cards in the deck. Those are our only problems for today. This week's tarot card reading. And as far as like the 10 of Wands, again reversed, putting off the smaller tasks. Uh, that could also be processing stuff. You go through something, whether it's a traumatic event or not. There's this kind of processing that psychologically, physiologically needs to happen. That's why we're here and why we have feelings, is because we're living in and processing and communicating with our environment, right? If we have a fight or flight mode going on, there's a reason for that. We don't need to numb that in ways that are not good for us. And like I said, I don't want to judge anybody. That's not what I'm here for. I don't think that's what the cards are here for. There's a lot of inner strength and a lot of stability, security, I think from us, from people around us, and of course the universe. So for some reason we have this little hiccup that we have to address, which shouldn't be too much of a problem, but I guess it kind of is a problem because it's our heart energy, like the first cards that we had. So obviously there's needs to be some attention there, but other than that, we have a really good spread. And again, I don't want to this like, you gotta pay attention to what the fish are doing here, I guess. Because the fish can be a couple or something like that. True love, soulmates, and all that. And we see a lot of masculine solar energy here. So I think that's interesting, especially with this Page of Cups, reverse Page of Cups and reverse Ten of Wands. I guess maybe just not a huge issue overall, but maybe just kind of be aware of this shown masculine energy here. Whatever that may mean to you, maybe now is a good time to kind of be a little bit strategic in how we navigate this pretentious energy we got going on. Okay, so now for the drawing. So this is what I got so far. Can you help me? Okay, so we got a bit of uh, emphasis. We got the Six of Pentacles and the Strength card. With these little flowers, got 5 petals, each one of them does, but you're gonna add this little flower lion here. And the whiskers are kind of like lightning, which I guess in this deck is symbolism of sudden and even drastic or dramatic change. So, which I guess is also a theme in this tarot card spread. Which maybe I didn't mention before, but you got a little bit of the lion's breath here. So for, I guess, thought and maybe instinct too. So if something feels overburdening, maybe we can get this our lion's breath going, and stuff like that. Also, I forgot to show that these it's kind of like a piercing, I guess, but this is coming. It's not her necessarily her outfit, her t-shirt, her neck and shoulders are carrying this up, but this lion and Six of Pentacles is being carried by a hook or piercing in her jaw, which maybe could symbolize combating this reverse Page of Cups, because upright, the fish is talking about love stories. Okay. And as far as like lion's breath and maybe snake's breath, maybe snakes are a little bit more pentacle vibe than wand vibe, fire, right? Maybe. What do y'all think? Okay. Okay, so we have this the solar lunar masculine feminine kind of aspect going on here. This is a kind of like a veil, I guess, in a sense, to where she's kind of covered. You can see the line with the lion's breath, and the veil turns into water, and you got kind of a crab kind of element with the water going on there. Oh, and also I got the CE going on, Carl Edward, my maternal grandfather. And then we have this kind of emperor seat, maybe kind of a yoga kind of meditation. King of Cups and Emperor. There's a lot of chairs here. So this crow is kind of or bird, maybe vulture. I know the vultures at the zoo like to have their wings out a lot. Is kind of protecting and concealing a little bit in his seat. So I guess that's my drawing for today. Anyway, my first drawing in this new sketchbook. I don't know if you checked out my Instagram, but I finished another sketchbook. So yeah. We're not taking on too much of a responsibility. We are, I think, appropriately addressing and processing and not putting off small tasks by addressing this irresponsible, low emotional IQ energy that's holding us back, especially in the realm of where our heart is concerned. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. As always, I look forward to the next tarot card video. And so does tarot card Fluffy Banjo. Whoops. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Let me know what you think or not. Anyway, y'all have a good one.